It's time for our community spotlight today. Tom McCarthy, he's in Union County at the Second Chances Thrift Store. Good morning.
Good morning, Angie. Great to be here.
Now, we have to let people know because this is a brand new endeavor in Marysville. So give me kind of a quick overview of what Second Chances Thrift Store is. I mean, obviously a thrift store, but more than that.
Yeah, thank you. We've only been open, I think we're going on our third week, so it's brand new. We've been working on it for over a year. It's a faith-based thrift store with the intention of making Christ better known in our community. And they're the beneficiary of the thrift store ultimately will be a Trinity Lutheran School and as well as the Hope Center. But we're trying to engage every congregation that's interested. We have over a dozen churches that are helping with the effort. Nobody owns the thrift store. It's owned by the community. It's its own not-for-profit 501c3 entity. Uh, we're we're being blown away by the support and all the generous donations people are making. And we're also employing people out at UCO Industries. I don't know you've covered them before, but UCO is a place of employment for adults with developmental disabilities. And we're actively contracting with them, and they're handling all the donations and processing them for the store. So a lot of people benefiting from the program all the way around.
So it's an actual brick and mortar. It's an actual place downtown Marysville, correct?
Yeah, if people are familiar where Sherwin-Williams was before they moved, or if you're an old timer from Marysville like me, it's where my dad's pharmacy was for many years.
Okay. And so how does the process go? Let's say I have some clothes that I would like to donate to the thrift store. How does it work?
Well, we would ask you to take them to the donation center, which is actually located at UCO Industries, which is on Square Drive behind Roosters and Texas Roadhouse in Marysville. They're open 10 to 5 every day, Monday through Friday. They're not open Saturday or Sunday, but you literally take it there. And what's kind of interesting, Angie, we'll give you as a donor a receipt, but we'll also ask you kind of an interesting question. And that is there a particular church or charity in Union County that you would like to benefit from your donation? And then we'll rebate back to that charity 5% of the value of that donation. We hope to get it to a full 10%, a full tithe. But frankly, we've only been open a couple of weeks, and we want to make sure we can meet our obligations before we get too generous. But and the idea being that your church, if that you designated, will have gift cards that they can hand out to people that are in need, and they can come shop at the store.
Wow, that's fantastic. And so I just take them there during open hours and they receive them and then I let them know who I'd like to be the beneficiary. Okay, so
That's correct.
then UCO Industries will go ahead and sort through them and they eventually make it to the thrift store, correct? You cannot drop off things to the thrift store directly.
Yeah, we prefer you don't do that because one of our goals is to provide meaningful employment for these adults with disabilities. So we'd be shortchanging that part of the mission.
Yeah. Okay. So Len, tell me about the store itself. How would I go in there and buy items?
Oh, well, you can park on the street or you can actually park behind the store. There's a rear entrance, which is important in a downtown location because sometimes parking can be scarce. But we have everything that you can imagine in a thrift store, from everything from furniture to housewares, carpeting, and obviously clothes and home decorative items, electronics. We pack a lot of merchandise into 4,000 square feet. Most people are just shocked at how much is in there. And very few people leave without something in their pocket that they purchased.
It's something you can't live without. Deals. Yeah. Can't live without it. Got to have it.
That's correct.
And so,
I should have mentioned, Angie, if somebody has larger items, we've had a number of people with furniture that's pretty heavy or bulky, something they couldn't get in their car, we'll actually come and do a pickup at their home.
Wow.
Or we've had churches that do rummage sales, and we'll literally arrange for a pickup. We have a box truck that's been donated to the thrift store. We also have a truck and an enclosed trailer So we have the manpower to try to make that gift happen. So that's also an important thing to know.
And so the pricing we just pay with cash, is there more to that?
Yeah, you can pay with cash. You can also use any major credit card, including Apple Pay and Google Pay. And then, of course, we'll take your personal check. Although in 3 weeks of being open, we've had one check. It's very surprising and very little cash. It's almost all credit cards and
Yeah,
debit cards.
yeah. And do you have a side to this ministry for people who are in need?
Oh, absolutely. So there's a couple of ways we're trying to help people. One is through that Corners of the Field program I just mentioned, where we're giving churches gift cards to try to reach people. But we're also asking those same churches, if we run into people with a particular need that exceeds their available gift card balance, we're going to partner with the Hope Center to try to fill that need. So yeah, we're actively trying to find people that are maybe having an issue and could really benefit from anything we have in the store, but also directly partnering with the Hope Center to meet those needs.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And so it sounds like a great ministry that where you're also building some unity amongst the churches, which is really great.
Yeah, yeah, and I tell you, we have every major denomination you can think of, from the local Catholic Church, obviously Trinity, the Methodist Church, Baptist churches, independent churches. Everyone, when it comes to meeting the needs in a community, set aside whatever differences we may have over theology to just try to be Christ's hands and feet in our community. And it's really exciting to see. It's fun to see youth groups call me up and say, we want to volunteer, and we put them to work. Uh, we have some homeschool individuals who come in on a regular basis and work in the store or work in a donation center. Um, it's a real active attempt and to just meet a need, but also have a fun place to shop. And people love a bargain, and we try to deliver on that.
It sounds it sounds great. I can't wait to get in there I'm going to go in there and shop, of course. Is there anything else you want to add about the Second Chances thrift store?
No, it's just that, there is nobody taking a cut of the pie. This isn't a franchise model. There's no, like I said, it's a publicly owned entity. We do have a handful of paid staff to make sure we can open the store and run it. Uh, but most of our employees or associates are volunteers. And the goal is to generate as much revenue as we can to filter back into these ministries in the community to meet a need. And so far, the game plan's working, and we just have nothing but gratitude and thanks. And it's the biggest leap of faith, Angie, I've ever taken personally. I mean, it's like throwing a party. Will anybody come? Will anybody donate? Will anybody come and shop?
Yeah.
And all I can say is yes, they donate, and yes, they come and they shop, and yes, they volunteer. And I think we're hearing good things back from our customers. And I invite people to come just check it out. We're open every day from 10 to 7. We're open 10 to 4 on Saturdays. We are closed Sundays.
All right. And the website and the Facebook page. Go ahead and give me those.
Yeah, it's a little tricky. It's second, but it's 2ND chances, and that's plural.
Okay.
CHANCES, thriftstore.com. And there you'll find lots of information about the ministries, how your church too can partner with us, whether you're interested in volunteering or becoming part of the Partners of the Corners of Your Field program. You'll also find where what sort of things we're looking for in donations, what things we can't accept.
All right.
The Facebook page, we'd really appreciate if you like us, follow us. It gives us a better footprint on social media, and we're trying to be as active there as well.
Yeah, and you have to include Union County in on that search, correct?
Yeah, you do, because there's a lot of second chance thrift stores throughout the country. We're the only one in Marysville or Union County.
Okay, sounds good. Well, Tom, thanks so much, and I wish you all the best on this wonderful endeavor.
Well, we appreciate the partnership we've had with Rise and being able to help support some of the concerts and all that you folks do. And hopefully we'll just keep building on this and it'll get better and better.
Absolutely. Amen. All right. Thanks, Tom.
Thank you very much.